3 years ago, we traded city life in Stockholm for rural living in the Italian countryside of Piemonte. We bought this abandoned farmhouse with a dream and a vision.
But when does anything ever go to plan? There have been unreliable workers, structural, shall we say, surprises, and a whole new culture to adapt to. For the past 3 years, we've been tirelessly renovating this house on a very tight budget.
Join us on this journey as we continue the restoration of this 100-year-old abandoned rustico. Welcome to our Italian dream house, year 4.
In our last episode, you saw the garden progress to this point. In today's episode, the progress takes another giant leap forward. This video is sponsored by Lingopai. More about that later.
We are in Motta, which is about 10 minutes drive from us in Castagnole. And we are at the first stop at the store called Casto, where we're gonna see what kind of olive trees and bushes they have. And then we're gonna do a bit of a price comparison where we can get the best deal. Motta is known for having some of the best plant shops in the area. So this is where everyone comes to buy their plants. These are too small.
The olive trees at the first place were too young, too small, but we found exactly what we were looking for at the next place down the road.
This is now our olive tree, which will be delivered this afternoon. This is so exciting. I've always dreamt about having an olive tree, and now it's ours. Venduto means sold. This guy belongs to us now.
Don't look at the price.
I think it was a very good price,
it's
actually.
a good price, yeah.
For this.
It's one of the more expensive things we've bought recently.
Yeah, but it's stunning.
Yeah, it is a beautiful tree.
Yeah, but I can't stand here and talk all day because we have a very big hole to dig.
Yeah, it's arriving in 4 hours.
4 hours.
But it's got a lot of character, a lot of knobbles on it, which I think is really cool. And it's looking very healthy. A lot of young branches up top. So yeah, I'm very happy with that as well.
This is like the most exciting day forever.
Should we go dig a hole?
Yeah, let's go dig a hole. See you soon. Our tree has arrived! And it looks even better, I think. It's huge! We have a huge tree on our driveway. Let's dig a home for it. If only this would have been soil.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There are quite a few rocks and stones in here. Just backfilling, which is the technical term for filling the hole. And I'm doing it with the soil that came out, plus I've mixed it in with some composting soil, topsoil, to improve the quality. Once that's done, then we need to move to phase 2.
Edging.
Edging and building a mound. Quick break from the DIY to tell you something a little bit unexpected. One of my biggest challenges since moving to Italy hasn't just been the renovation, it has been learning the language. Unlike Emily, I'm not naturally gifted at learning languages, and I've really struggled with my Italian to make it progress and get it to stick. Finally, it started to click when I was able to learn whilst watching Italian TV shows with Lingopai. I love that you can watch real shows and movies in your target language. which is Italian, obviously, in my case. The subtitles are in both English and Italian, which is great, and they're even fully interactive. Simply click any word or phrase you don't understand and LingoPie will translate it instantly. Gives you the definition and then it will even save it for you to review later. I found that it's the perfect way to squeeze language learning into my daily routine. Even if I'm tired after a long day of DIY, I'll be watching some TV in the evenings anyway. LingoPie has a huge library of over 3,000 shows from local TV, and there's even an extension to connect with Netflix and Disney+. So now I'm learning whilst watching my favorite shows, which doesn't feel like I'm studying at all. There's also a pronunciation tool that actually tells you how close you sound to a native speaker. Che possano rappresentarlo al meglio, which in my case has been exceptionally humbling. Learn a language the fun way. Use the link below to get a 7-day free trial to LingoPie, and you'll also get 55% off an annual subscription. Grazie, e ora torniamo al video. Have you seen my border around the olive tree?
I have.
Looks pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. The idea was for it to look ancient. I don't know, that's a weird way to describe it, but I wanted it to look like it had been there hundreds of years. I think that's something about olives, you know, olive trees are really ancient trees. So the rustic look, managed to get pretty much a perfect circle, maybe not quite, don't look too closely. Another tick, another win, garden transformation, keeps moving, it's moving along.
So what we're also doing while we're here is checking out the plant section, and especially for lavender. I want to mix this type of lavender with the actual flower one. I think that will be a really good one. Are we happy with today's shopping?
Yeah. Are you happy?
Yeah, the car will smell great.
Because I had come here just expecting to buy 2 or 3 plants, and it seems to be 12 in here now.
Yeah, and what did we get?
We got lavender, 2 varieties. Tomatoes, 3 varieties.
San Marzano, the big...
Like Bufala.
Yeah.
No, 2 varieties.
Yeah.
Zucchini, 1 variety.
Yeah,
the light ones. Aubergine, rotonda, the round aubergines.
Violet.
Violet. Basil.
Peas.
Peas.
And soil.
Perfect.
The cost?
Under 70 euros?
67 euros.
Perfect.
Oh, it's a big worm in here. We want to keep it in the soil. You'll be staying, apparently. Ooh. First plant bed done. This one was a bit special because it was like a way to cover up our septic tank lid, which was just here in the middle of the garden. I think it turned out great for what it is. Once these lavender grow a little bit more bushy as well, they will look a bit more natural, but I think it suits the rest of the garden really well, and it's just a cute little thing to watch now instead of an ugly cement lid. So happy with that. Talk to me about this project.
This is Operation Edge of Patio, bricking, edging. Maybe the name needs a little work, but what we're going to do is we're going to dig out this little trench here, this little ditch, put gravel down, and then we're going to put our red bricks in for the border to this terrace so that we can fill this with gravel without the gravel going over that way. So I'm just getting the level right now with my string, and the next is to get the level inside sorted, ready for the bricks. In the next 20 minutes, it will arrive the final gravel delivery. So we're prepping this last corner of the garden. Yesterday, we did the brick edging. So we need to get our weed barrier down. We've just leveled it. And yeah, we're just waiting for the delivery of the gravel now. And then the final push to finish the garden begins.
I think that's the kid scissor.
I think they were originally the dog ones.
Oh.
Dog grooming. But they're... Ah, that's better. Time for the next installment of brick edging, and this time we have Maltantica, which is antique style mortar, which has a more natural pigment and look to it
Sand color.
than the grey one we've been previously using. So hopefully, because this is going to be very visible here, it's going to look really cool. See. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we will see you in the next video for lots more garden progress. See you then. Ciao.